get another look at what developed.
Well, Pete Myers is definitely involved, and Pat Riley right now furious with referee Bob Delaney, as apparently John Starks has been thrown out of this ballgame. And Pete Myers, who has that ability to get under your skin, he's a feisty player, always banging into people, always has a little word to say, obviously did something to get under John Starks' skin.
Yes, when Pete Myers was a member of the New York Knicks, he and Patrick Ewing had some problems during practice sessions. In fact, there are some who believe that led to the departure of Pete Myers, who was an important player in terms of the pressing defenses of Rick Pitino. But John Starks has been ejected.
Let's look at in the middle of your screen here. Here's where all the action is, where John Starks and Pete Myers are. Let's take a look and see what happened. Well, obviously nothing physical happened there, or at least we couldn't see it, but the referees have been looking ever since the middle of last year, and certainly into the playoffs, much more aware of the trash talking and the taunting.
And John Starks is headed back to the next dressing room. He has been tossed. 9:37 remaining in this fourth quarter. We'll be back in Chicago in a minute. Well, today's Miller Genuine Draft Genuine Moment takes us back 1 year ago. Orlando at Chicago, Christmas night. The game tied at 93. Time running out, and Tony Kukoc hit that running one-hander. The Bulls winning it in dramatic fashion, 95-93. In recognition of that moment, Miller Genuine Draft will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. Well, John Starks was ejected. Pete Myers also hit with a technical foul. Here is a look back at the scenario.
John Starks is going to put too much steam on this pass to Pete Myers. Referee Bob Delaney right underneath the basket on top of it viewed that as an unsportsmanlike act and tossing John Starks out of the ball game with just one technical foul. You can do that. And also Pete Myers is going to get a technical foul for taunting after John Starks threw the ball. So Steve Kerr will shoot a technical free throw for Chicago, and we'll find out who will shoot it for New York at the other end.
Yes, this is unlike a simultaneous double technical, since one technical was called and then the other was called a moment after they both shoot the technical fouls. And it will be Hubert Davis shooting the tee for the Knicks. So that was a judgment call by Bob Delaney, because often you will see now a change. Davis was walking over to take the shot, but instead it will be Harper shooting the tee. You will often see a player throw the ball at an opponent and will not necessarily be ejected. But as you mentioned, they're trying to cut down on the unsportsmanlike type conduct plays and all the taunting that has taken place in recent years. So John Starks has had it.
No question, it was too much of a hard pass by John Starks. And really what we don't know, Marv, is what has been going on throughout the ballgame when Starks and Myers have been involved. And only the three officials very close to the action know if anything has been going on.
The Bulls 79 and the Knicks 75. Harper diving for and gets it to Ewing. Good play by Derek Harper. And here's Harper blowing by Kerr to bring the Knicks within two. Myers did not like what he thought was a hand check by Davis. Wennington watched by Ewing. Kukoc checking the clock. 5 on the 24. And Kukoc is fouled. Foul by Smith. That's 5 on Charles Smith.
Well, the Knicks will give Derek Harper an opportunity to beat his man one-on-one. It's the old Detroit play that Joe Dumars used to run so well with Bill Laimbeer. Give him that look, see if he can take his man off the dribble. If not, he would call Patrick over to run the two-man play, but Harper easily blows by Steve Kerr to the basket.
Second team foul committed by the Knicks. The Bulls do not have any. Bill Jackson with Myers and Kerr in the backcourt. Kukoc, Pippen, Wennington up front. Here's Kukoc going 1-on-2.
Tony Kukoc victimized everybody, in particular Charles Oakley. Charles Smith had his problems defensively. Let's give him credit here. The last 3 or 4 times he has really shut down Tony Kukoc by taking his left hand and strong hand away, just making him do something else, and has forced Kukoc into some errors.
Illegal defense call for the second time on the ball. So a technical foul awarded.
And Pat Riley all the way up to midcourt. And Phil Jackson trying to figure out why he's allowed to come up to half court to get the explanation from Steve Jabby. But clearly Bill Wennington was below the free throw line and illegal as Patrick Ewing was up above the top of the key.
Well, Derek Harper missing that previous technical. Pat Riley changes back to Hubert Davis. The final stat line on John Starks: 3 of 6 from the field, 8 points, 5 assists. The Bulls 79 and the Knicks 78, and a foul called on Kerr. You get the idea that Derek Harper feels he can do what he wants against Steve Kerr.
Oh, Steve Kerr, not the best defensive player in the world, but he is a smart defender in that he will give ground, give angles. But right now, this is a tough assignment for him because Derek Harper has that ability to put it on the floor and get into the lane.
Ewing lost it. Pippen has a 2-on-1 with Kukoc, but the Knicks able to hurry back. Here's Kerr for 3. Yes. And that's why Steve Kerr is on the floor.
Very well said before I could say it, and that's what he does so well. One of the best in the league all time, percentage-wise.
Bulls by 4. Ewing changed his mind, but that time the pass off the mark. But last touch by the Bulls, a break for the Knicks.
Well, Pippen and Kukoc couldn't convert on the fast break opportunity, but Kerr spotting up well beyond the three-point line. That was really the old NBA three-point line, where a lot of the players scheme a little bit more comfortable.
Ewing again looking pass rather than shot, and a foul call on Davis. Patrick Ewing does have 6 assists, equaling his season high, but I can't recall him looking for the pass as frequently as we've seen here this evening. On several occasions, he's gone up in what looked to be the start of a jump shot and has changed his mind. Oakley able to handle one difficult pass and score, but not the case for the last 2. Kerr just changed his mind and was bottled up. Harper off the steal. Try to lead Mason off the dribble, and Kerr deflected it out. So the Knicks maintain possession. B.J. Armstrong checking back in.
Bob, you mentioned why Patrick Ewing is looking to make the pass so much. You got to remember that the Knicks have lost 4 in a row and have struggled. And Patrick Ewing is the main man on this team, but he can't carry the load all by himself. He knows he has to get his teammates involved. He can certainly rebound, he can score, but he can't do it alone. He's got to get other players involved.
Here comes Pippen. Scottie Pippen has gone all the way. We have 7 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Here's Pippen. Foul. And Scottie will head back to the line. Timeout called with 6:54 remaining. In the 4th, Bulls 1995 NBA All-Star Battle. This is the official size, I should point out. You making your selections?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes. Good.
Pretty good pick.
Excellent. Voting is underway. We're looking at the Eastern All-Star voting. How about Grant Hill, the rookie of the Detroit Pistons, showing his instant popularity. Scottie Pippen of the Bulls, number 3 in terms of the Eastern forwards. I think they're getting the vote out in Detroit very well. Joe, not to say anything about in a negative fashion here about Joe Dumars, but he is number 1 in the voting, leading Muggsy Bogues, Anthony Hardaway, and Reggie Miller. The Eastern centers led by Shaquille O'Neal, followed by Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, and Purvis Ellison. So Purvis either getting the count from Boston or the Louisville area. I'm not sure, but the All-Star balloting underway. The program giving fans a chance to pick the starters for the 45th annual All-Star game in Phoenix this February. Ballots available at all NBA arenas. So be sure to get out